Long time no see. I know it's been a while since I have been live, and my close friends know that I have been called to do it for a while, and I've been dealing with my stuff, as I think everyone has, because these past 6 months have been quite, I'm going to say the nice word and say transformative. I'm lighting Palo Santo, by the way, because we need it. So, I hope everyone's doing well. If you're not, I understand and concur, and this happens, and it's been a rough go. Let this Palo Santo help you out, cleanse you, and replace the bad energy with good, with positive. I know, I just got back from my walk, so I am a little slightly disheveled and sunny. You like it. It's fine. Okay. So I wanted to read a passage out of the book, Seed of the Soul, which I've been reading, and it's quite the journey. It just is a very interesting perspective on souls. And I was reading about psychology, and I felt it necessary to read this first part. So, if you are watching live, if you are watching on YouTube, thank you. I appreciate it. I know it's been a while. My hair likes to bob. This should be fun. Anyways, it's chapter 13 called Psychology, and it says, psychology means soul knowledge. It means the study of the spirit, but it has never been that. Psychology is the study of cognitions, perceptions, and effects. It is the study of the personality. Because psychology is based upon the perceptions of the five sensory personality, it is not able to recognize the soul. It is not able to understand the dynamics that underlie the values and behaviors of the personality. Just as medicine seeks to heal the body without recognizing the energy of the soul that lies behind the health or illness of the body, and therefore cannot heal the soul, psychology seeks to heal the personality without recognizing the force of the soul that lies behind the configuration and experiences of the personality, and therefore also cannot heal at the level of the soul. And this really spoke to me because a big piece of why I got into esoteric, energetic, spiritual medicine was because we need to address these aspects within ourselves. And it's something that's, touted as nuanced or touted as woo-woo, if you will, or spiritual, or anything of that nature, which questions our relationship with religion and traditional spiritual studies and spiritual rituals and religion as a spiritual ritual. Whenever we talk about energetic medicine, whether it's integrative energy therapy, Reiki, spiritual therapy, if you will, it takes on a different connotation because we deal with healing at the soul level, which is a very different style than most people are accustomed to. But I can tell you from feedback from my sessions and other people's sessions, whether they do Delta, any of the other stuff, there's so many different ways we can look at spiritual healing. But it is just starting to tap the surface and become more accepted in mainstream, and it needs to be, because as I was talking at the beginning of this video, we are so used to healing at the physical and emotional level that we forget there is a spiritual level, and it's all connected. And I think that's why the past 6 months have been really rough for a lot of us Capricorns. I hear you, I see you, because I am one as well. And it's been, if you look at the astrology, if you look at the energy and the energetics of what's been going on, under the surface, or even how you felt over the past 6 months. It is a big testament to we are undergoing a major transformation collectively. And we need to, because we needed a new perspective. Hi, Brittany. I like how I get my own notifications. That's cute. We needed a new perspective on how to heal and how to heal different aspects within ourselves and how to perceive what's going on in the world and how to process what's going on in the world, because we've never seen this before in our lifetimes. And even astrologically, I mean, me and Brittany were talking earlier about how many planets are in retrograde, and that has not been seen in hundreds of years. And I think there's a reason for that, because we entered into the age of Aquarius at the beginning of this year, I believe. I would have to go back and look at my notes, which I'm not going to do right now. It's all right. Just gonna go off my brain. But whenever we look at things like that, it causes major shifts in perception. It causes major change where it needs to be changed. As we look, Pluto goes direct tomorrow on the new moon, and the new moon's in Libra, and that speaks a lot to putting things back into balance. And as we're talking about this healing and the psychology of healing from a spiritual nature, this has to come more into the forefront than it has ever before, because we are coming online to more 5D consciousness. We are coming online to learning how to decipher our intuition. We are coming online to learning how to really heal the depths of our soul and heal our soul, rather than just our, like the book says, our 5 sensory experience or our personality as it be. I think it's really important to think of that as we're going into these planets starting to go direct, because things are going to start going into motion. Things are going to start moving. Big shifts are going to be made. And yes, big shifts have been made. If you look at your life over the past, 2 years almost, how many big shifts have been made, and how many shifts have been made in your conscious awareness of, hey, I don't want to be in survival mode anymore. I want to be in thriving mode. So how do you get to that thriving mode? Well, you have to heal the soul so you can fully be present within that thriving mode. So I think this past week and this week, going into these planets going direct and these big shifts and changes happening, we can't become numb to it. We have to process through it. And I think that's why energy medicine is really important. And I wanted to put that out there, because I've done a YouTube video on what basic Reiki is. I've talked about different multitudes of spiritual things on here, on the Healing Collective. And I know I've gone dormant for a while, and I kind of needed to, because I was, for lack of a better term, I was dealing with my own shit. And everyone has their shit. Everyone has their trials and tribulations. Everyone has had their multitudes of tower moments, even in the past 6 months. And it's really hard to see the hope, see the light, see the joy in what we can when we go through that. However, that is the one thread of things that keeps us going in those really hard times. And if you've been able to see it through, that's what's going to really ignite your fire to start manifesting tonight and over the next couple days. How do you want your dreams to come to fruition? How do you want your manifestations to come to fruition? I know in the past few years, every October around this time, I start a 30 days of manifestation, and we all kind of fall off by the end of it. Well, I'm not doing that this year, but I am going to ask you if that, one, if that was helpful for you, and two, if you've really looked at your dreams and your visions and your goals and really, really dove deep into how you want those to come into your life. When we do that, can we also release the expectation and let the universe, let spirit, let God do its work so we can finally attain those dreams and goals and aspirations? I mean, that was one of the things that came up on my walk just now was, and I walk almost every day because it's a really good way to reset and to get some movement and to process through everything. And really just get me outside and in the sunshine and in nature and be able to enjoy that. And there are a lot of spiritual downloads that come in during that time as well, which I find fascinating and interesting and really insightful, and I'm thankful for them. But it was like, if you looked at your dreams even 6 months ago, how much have they changed? And that's where we really start to see the shift and the transformation that we've gone through. And when we start to look at that, we can start to understand and form a solid plan of how we want things to go moving forward. Right? It's an interesting concept. So the reason I bring up psychology and healing at the soul level is because I think unconsciously or subconsciously, we've been doing that. And we've needed to. And we've needed to see that different level of awareness. And we've needed to see that different level of transformation within ourselves. So whenever we move forward into this next stage of life, as we move into this hardcore manifestation cycle, like keep your thoughts pure, keep your thoughts honest, and keep your thoughts positive, because it's going to come around. What do you want that to look like? Have you done the healing necessary to get there? And I can say that and then shine the sunshine up your ass all you want, but when it comes down to it, that is between you and your higher self, between you and God, between you and spirit, whatever you resonate with. It's all energy. But how are you going to move forward? What do you really want to manifest? What do you really want to happen within your life? And we could ask the how do you get there? But I don't think that's the point of this cycle with this new moon right now. I think it's more it's more the what than the how. And then it's the, can you release it in a couple weeks when the full moon comes around and let the universe do its work? Even though I don't even think it will take that long. I don't think it will take that long for these things to start locking into place. I think once this weekend hits, there's going to be a lot of things that start to lock into place. And it's going to be a beautiful thing if you want it to be. I like the John Rogan quote, "I'm not God, I don't set the standard, do not look to me if you want to expand yours." But it's kind of true, because I can give guidance, I can give you what spirit gives me and channel, but you have to ask yourself these questions. I can't answer them for you, only you can. And maybe that's a scary thing. And at times that's scary for me as well. But I think it's also necessary for growth, for expansion, for stepping into that person you really want to be. Because we've been shown for a while now what we can no longer put up with, what our self-worth really looks like, and how we can take responsibility for ourselves in not putting up with what we shouldn't have put up with in the first place. So, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Please comment below. I'm going to post this is live in the Healing Collective on Facebook, but I'm also going to post this on YouTube. And I know I say I'm going to try to go live more often. I'm actually putting it in my schedule now because this is a way that I get to share with you guys. This is a way I get to share with the world. And it's a way that I get to use my gifts appropriately. Because if you don't use it, you lose it, right? So I hope this finds you well. Much love along this journey. I know it's been a rough one, but please keep hope alive and keep that little sliver of light that it's about to get so much better, okay? Mwah! Love y'all.